Hey guys, welcome to Brian's Man Cave. So I'm going to be playing some Donkey Kong Jr. on well, not on the Nintendo, on the Intellivision. Not the Coleco or the Nintendo, but the Intellivision. And I'm playing this because it's Intellivision Day today. So every year, we all us Intellivision fans like to celebrate the birth of the Intellivision by playing some Intellivision games. And I chose this one. I think last year I did Donkey Kong, or last time I did a video for this day, I know it was not Donkey Kong, the original Coleco one, but the homebrew one, which is really good, the DK Junior, or sorry, DK Arcade, I should say. Now there was another homebrew made for Donkey Kong Jr., but I find that this one's actually pretty decent for, you know, when it came out. So I'm just going to go on and play on level 1. Skill set 1. There's Junior down there. I mean, for what it is, I think this one is actually a pretty decent version. And definitely if you compare it to the Donkey Kong that came out, you know, that one's notorious for being bad. And I just jumped in the water there. That one's definitely notorious for being bad. And there's so many reasons for it. I mean, the graphics are not good. The control of the character is not good. The sound is not good. I mean, unless you have some nostalgia for it like I do, I wouldn't recommend playing the original Intellivision version of Donkey Kong. But Donkey Kong Jr. is a different story. I mean, this one, it's like, almost like they learned their lesson or something. Like, they're like, we can't just put out another crappy version of, you know, a Donkey Kong game just to get it off, you know, just to get it out on the shelves. You know, I'm sure whoever they got to make this one, and I know I looked into it, I tried to figure out who programmed the first Donkey Kong, and I couldn't really find it. I don't think anybody really knows. The only information I got was at the time, Coleco was paying like programmers, I guess contract programmers to you know, just create their games for the other systems. And so it was probably just sent to somebody as a contract, like, here, program this game, and then they paid them, and that was it. They didn't give the guy credit, or whoever programmed it, that person didn't get any credit. So that's what I'm thinking happened, you know. Probably even people who worked at Coleco might not even know that answer. But yeah, I still remember getting this game. Like, I played Donkey Kong a lot when I was a kid, because I got it for like an Easter present one year. And, you know, I was kind of excited. I was a kid, you know. I don't know how old I was, but I was like maybe 6, 7, 8, somewhere in there. I was a little kid. And I saw, as an Easter present, Donkey Kong was sitting on the, what was it? It was like a record player thing. You know those giant record players, stereo systems they used to have in the early 80s, and it was like a huge piece of wooden furniture, a hi-fi, whatever they called those things. That's where all the Easter gifts were sitting, and Donkey Kong was there, and I'm like, wow, Donkey Kong, and I grabbed it, and I ran downstairs, and I started playing it. I didn't really have anything to compare it to at that time in my life, because I was still too young to really know, like, go to arcades and actually play on the original Donkey Kong on the arcades. I was just too young for that at that point. And frankly, I didn't really go to arcades very often because, you know, there wasn't many near my house, and when I did go, it was probably on like a birthday. We'd go to Chuck E. Cheese or something, you know. So whether it be my house or my birthday or a friend's birthday, that's when we would go out to Chuck E. Cheese, and then I'd get to play arcade games. But most of the time, I didn't have that. These were the games that I had. Oh, it landed on the chain. And you know, to me, this was you know, when this one came out, this one blew me away. I was like, wow, like, this really looks cool. And at the time, I was used to Donkey Kong Jr. being on the ColecoVision, because my friend had it, and I used to play it on their system as well. So, you know, I knew that there was the differences between these. When I was a kid, I never got to play the Atari 2600 version. I don't even think I knew it existed on the Atari 2600 at the time. I mean, most of my friends had either an Intellivision or a ColecoVision, so I didn't really know too many people who had an Atari at the time, and I didn't get one until the 90s, or somewhere in there, 89, 90, I think, when the Junior came out, and I finally got a chance to play Atari. But yeah, so I never really got to play the Donkey Kong Jr. on the Atari when I was a kid, but that one is not the greatest either. I mean, I still think this is a pretty decent version. Whoa! That's why I was surprised when someone made a homebrew. I haven't tried it yet. I don't have it, but I have seen video of it, and it, you know, they've made some improvements. They definitely made the game look a little bit more like the arcade counterpart, I guess. But I think this one, it does the job. It's got the 3 levels, you know. And that's the other thing too with Donkey Kong on the Intellivision, the original Donkey Kong. It only had the 2 boards, and so it kind of got, you know, plain boring after a while. You play the barrel board, and then you play the rivet board, and then you go back to the barrel board. I don't know if they intended on building an elevator board. I think I remember at one point seeing that there was someone kind of reverse engineered the program or something and found that there was a graphic for the springboard. So maybe they planned on it, but it just didn't happen, and they had to just go with what they had. I don't know. That's all just speculation in my part. But... Whoop. Got him. I don't know. I think, you know, other than, you know, to play this version, you have to play on using the Intellivision controllers, and I know that's always a sticking point for some people who really just don't like them, and most of the time it's people who didn't grow up with the Intellivision. They don't like the controllers, so like maybe they grew up playing on the Atari controllers or something. So when they try to switch over to using an Intellivision controller, they're completely lost. I'm sure that happened even back in the day. I mean, you would go over to, if you had an Atari or something, or the computer, for instance. Oh, I'm screwed. You're so used to the joystick, and then you'd go over to someone's house who had an Intellivision. I'm sure it was a shock, like, you know, what is this? How is this a controller? I'm not doing too bad today. I thought I'd be playing a lot worse. I haven't played this game in a while. It's definitely one of my favorites to go back to. This was one of these, again, it was a Christmas gift, I think. It wasn't an Easter gift, it was a Christmas gift. I remember we got this. And, yeah, I was really excited when I got this game and played it a lot. This probably I played more than Donkey Kong, obviously, because it's just more playability. Like this level, for sure. I just always love this level when the birds like that are dropping the eggs and stuff. Oh, and I just fell into the water in that same spot again. Oop. That was dumb. Ah! Thought I was gonna make it. Oh well. Even the sounds, I love the sounds in this game. But it's over. Anyways, yeah, that was just me. I just thought I'd play some Donkey Kong Jr. on Intellivision Day. One of my favorite games on my favorite systems. You know, why not? And, you know, the Intellivision, I think it's, what, 42 years old now? That's dating me and everything else. But anyways, let me know what you think of Donkey Kong Jr. What's your favorite version? And if you're an Intellivision fan, are you playing any games on Intellivision Day? Always like to hear it. Throw some comments down below. Hope you subscribe. Talk to you later.